Is there
Oh yeah.
anything that either or both of you want to say? I could say specifically to, to empower the musician right now, or just anything else you want to close with in general. Because Reggie kind of said it, right? And he was saying, just play your music. But I mean, is there anything you want to add? I mean, that's powerful enough for me.
I got a question. You
Okay.
answer your question. What can you say to empower everybody? Let's hear what you got to say.
And then I have something too.
Yeah. What do you guys say?
That's cool.
What do you say, Mr. Jerry? What do you think?
I think it's the time for artists, and I want to tell the artists to create your own music, create original music right from your heart, and give the world your heart, and give yourself that, and to bring your music alive as much as possible. And to do that, we got to dig in, to feel something, to really feel something, something that moves you, that makes you cry or whatever, that makes you laugh, whatever, but something honest, authentic. And I think that everything about creativity, I think everything is art, because everything is creation. And so to be artistic is simple because we're always artistic, because everything is growing and life is expanding. But the way to do it, because creativity implies something unique, and the way to do that is to be authentic and true in yourself. Like talk about the thumbprint, like I'm the only one with this one, so I don't need to try to sound like something else. I just want to go into my heart and put that in my music, and that's it, and that's it. So I'm gonna create as much music as I can while I'm here, and I recommend that we do the same. But from, like you're talking about, from you said, some people do music for these reasons. It's like, what's the reason though? My reason is because that is like saying thank you to God. Like, I am a creation. I am here. I was at life. I was given life, and I want to give life, through that means. And music is my means, just for me and for, probably a lot of people watching this. So that's my thoughts. That's what I'm doing. And I hope everyone else does the same, especially right now, to bring the world back into harmony. There's always harmony, but let's say, there's dissonance and there's consonance. So a harmony where people are together, really together, everything, the harmony of the universe. I think the music is the way to harmonize it.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Nice, man.
Yeah. And I want to underline what you're saying, in the sense that, you talk about music is harmony and everything. And if you think about like a symphony, 1,000 musicians or 100 musicians, and the laws of orchestration and how those laws of orchestration work, you have to actually understand, like when Reg is writing for trumpet, and he's just trying to get the trumpet to play the C on the piano, the laws of orchestration says, I've got to write a D. I've got to know that transposition, right? If I'm writing that same note for that horn right there, the esophagus, the French horn, I've got to write a E. I've got to write something totally different. That's the laws of orchestration. If I write for a saxophone, I got to write a different note. I got to write an A, you know what I mean? So if that's so for instruments, how much more so for people? You know what I mean? I'm just want to go with what you're saying. The laws of music bring the orchestration. We're trying to orchestrate the world so it's not chaos. And to do that in music, it takes, you got to know something. It's not just that you just got elected and that you just going to do it. It's like, you actually have to know something. You know what I mean? Pythagoras, you got to study 22 years and you're still not done. Pythagoras still not done, right? So music is powerful like that. And I want to underscore what you're saying for people now to believe in what they're working on, believe in the feeling that you have. Because I always ask the kids when I'm speaking, right? I said, just think about this, man. If I just want a good song and I'm just waiting for somebody to write a good song, do I think anybody in the government is going to come up with that song? Or if anybody's in the United Nations is going to come up with it? No, the person who's going to come up with it is going to be somebody from what you're working on. It's not going to come from legislation. You're not going to legislate a good song. It's going to come from Springsteen. You know what I mean? It's going to come from somebody regular. Now, I'm saying this to say, like, a lot of people can be distracted about what's going on in the news and what's going on that. And it can distract you from, like you were saying, digging into what it is that you're feeling. And when you feeling that, it feels like what you're doing doesn't have as much weight. But I also do this when I speak to kids. I say, how many kids have heard of Mozart? Or even little babies, kids, they raise their hand, they heard of Mozart. Now I'm like, now who in the crowd can tell me who the king was? Who was the president during Mozart's time? Nobody remembers, right? It's just silence, right? How many people remember Beethoven? He's the musician guy. Who remembers who was the president and the king during Beethoven's time, right? Right now, there's some scholar people, some nerdy people that raise their hand and say, yeah, I remember it was King so-and-so, Louis so. I said, okay, cool. What did the king write that you remember today? Silence. See what I'm saying? But today, people are playing Beethoven's music. That art resonates today. What you're feeling, like, right, especially right now, you the artist, what you're feeling at right now, besides the artists and comedians, you know what I mean? Comedians like maybe tell it through the jokes, but the artist is gonna resonate something that we can never forget about. Where are we right now? What, you know what I mean? Like, where are we on the cosmic vibe back to Aquarius? We don't know where we're going. Technology needs orchestration to bring it into order. And what is it about your art, what you're feeling, that outweighs what you're seeing on the news? If people could just believe that, you know, don't get so distorted and distracted about what you feel and what you're going to pass on to the future. Because if you look at Mozart and his notes and stuff, look at how that resonates and how you don't even remember who was running the country at his time. It's like they didn't even exist almost. You don't even remember them. And if you do, you don't remember what they said. You know, it doesn't resonate today. That's all I'm saying. So I want to really underscore what you're saying and let people like really run with that, man. You guys got a fire. It's just a little fire, but that fire, man, when we share that fire, man, we get more. We don't lose by sharing this fire. So I just wanted to underscore that.
That's
the good
amazing,
songs
yeah.
are going to come from you. It's not the good songs that the world needs to hear. It's not going to come from legislation and laws and stuff. It's going to come from the heart. So that's my 2 cents. You know.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much.
I'll finish up just by saying, yeah, with the music, art, whatever, but you want to be at the top of the pyramid. Right? The bottom of the pyramid is the masses of the people. And how you lift yourself up, it gets skinnier and skinnier. There's less people. When you if you do sports, you're starting to go up the pyramid a little bit. You're making more money. You're popular. But still, you do sports, basketball, whatever. Half the audience likes you, the other half doesn't. They're rooting against you. You go to politics, same way. You know, half the crowd likes you, half doesn't. When you go to the top of the pyramid,
filling up the arena, like opposition.
Right, opposition. But you go to the music, you see the capstone. You go in there, you got Elvis up there, filling up the arena, 80,000 people, whatever. Michael Jackson, whoever, the Stones, Metallica, they're all just screaming Metallica. There's no opposition. They're all there to see him. That's as high as you get on this planet. So Aquarius recognizes that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's high as you get. It's nothing higher.
Mm-hmm. And if you really think about that, I mean, every time I go to see Carter Beauford, right, and Dave Matthews, right, I remember where they started, man. Carter said, man, this kid's got some good tunes, and he's asking us to help him do his music. It just started like that. But they just doing it so right. And Carter came doing it right with Secrets and Dame Bryan and them, right? They just started their little thing. Whoa, and I kept seeing it get bigger, bigger from 13-passenger van. Now they got a tour bus. Now, boom. And now We the Flectones opening for them. Now they're in stadiums. Now they're playing baseball stadiums. You know what I mean? Look at the power of art to do that, you know? And I like Dave Matthews because they didn't have to do it like so aggressively, like where he said, I'm just going to wear a meat suit. I'm just going to do it. They just play good music, man. They just, you know what I mean? Like your power of your art to expand like that. You know what I mean? What Reg is saying is that's some powerful stuff. So